Shalom, everyone. I'm making right now a very, very important video, and it's very, very special. The reason is because we are at war, no matter how you look at it right now. We are coming from Parshat Moshe that we had last Shabbat, and we need to secure our borders. We know what's going on with Iran right now and with everybody around us. Looks like it's going to kind of be that showdown, and the prophecy in Pei Gimel could very well start materializing before our eyes. Therefore, we need to secure our borders, the borders of the land of Israel. And this is what we find in this parsha that we just read on Shabbat, on Parshat, we had Matot Ma'aseh. Now, the teaching that I'm going to do, we're going to be talking about using special Kavanot, and all of you could also help us. If you are standing for the truth, you're standing for Israel, by all means, use some of this information. My Jewish brothers and sisters, B'nai Yisrael, we need definitely all the help we can get. And what I'm teaching is really going to be, in a way, practical in the sense of Kabbalah. Their secrets are based on the Ramchal. It's based on his student, the holy Moshe Dovid Vollie, in his sefer, his book, Shivte Ya. And this is, again, from his explanation on the Torah in Bamidbar. He gives us certain hints. This book is based on the Meforish, or the writings according to the Pardes, which is, of course, that stands for the orchard, which is Pshat, Remez, Drush, and Sod. So we're going to go into just touching a part of this, of what he gives a hint to, and we're going to take it to a much higher level in what's going on right now, because we need to fight the battle ourselves, Baruchani, in the spiritual realms, and therefore it will materialize in the physical. And this also helps to give strength and power down below in this world. Make no mistake about it. This is true. We have many examples of this, but we need to stand firm, and we need to work on this now, especially when we see things really beginning to materialize and things happening. This is the time to really go full force into these Kavanot. How it's going to work is that I'm asking everybody, read the psukim, read the verses. If you can read them in Ivrit, all the better, in Hebrew. Otherwise, the English. That would be the other option that you can definitely do. There's going to be, what I say over here, when I bring down the verses, these are to be read. The information that is given to be meditated upon, or to read it, and to use your mind, use your heart in order to put it together. Hopefully you'll be able to see. I'm not going to explain a lot of the details. Whatever I can explain, I'm going to explain briefly. I'm going to make a series of these lectures. I'm hoping each lecture will be about 10 minutes, so in 10-minute increments, so you can absorb the information. Also, I'm going to have printed material. I'm working on that on my website, which is TorahMTzion.net. Again, that's Torah MTzion, TORAH, then MI, then TZION.net. Also, there should be downloads, so you can download this information too. Without further ado, I want to just explain what is written first as an introduction in the book by the words from Rabbi Vollie, based on his learning. He was a Talmud of the Ramchal, Rabbi Moshe Luzzatto. People are familiar with him. And he was older than him, but he considered himself a Talmud because Ramchal was that Kadosh, was that great, similar in the ways. I'm going to use the Arizal. They passed away young from this world before reaching the age of 40. So what he explains in his book is regarding the borders of the land of Israel that are written in Maaseh, beginning in chapter 34, verse 1, going through 12. And there's no coincidence either. There's 12 verses regarding the land and the borders. There's 12 tribes of Israel. So what he talks about in particularly is about the borders, but talking about the verbs that are being used. He mentions, for instance, that there are words about the going out, about extending, about turning, etc. So these are like active verbs. But there are also verbs in this section, and we're going to go over that, which is also passive verbs, like it was, will be. There's different terminologies there also, that they shall be for you. So these are what's called passive verbs. And he also mentions some specific verbs. And on these specific verbs, because these give literally part of the secret away of what he was getting at and what he was, again, alluding to. So he brings, for instance, the words, and particularly of the active verbs, he brings the word tita'u, and it's written twice over there, and then also the hit avitem. What does that mean? In the simple way, it basically, again, means turning for you. But there's secrets with these words in Hebrew. The root word as he brings down is the word ta'ava, which is desire, a strong desire. Now, this desire works in different ways. It works in a positive way. It also works in a way of a negative way. Let me explain what that means. It means that there are forces, and he brings it down. He brings it down that we have to have. The Jewish people have to have a strong desire for the land and protecting the land. We have to literally want it and crave the land and crave that Hashem helps us to protect our land. And therefore, the word over here that really surmises this is the word v'hit avitem lachem, for you. Which again, that it is a desire for you, the borders of Kedma, which is of the east. Now, the east is also referring to something else. Kedem, from before, the olden time, alluding to Gan Eden, but also alluding to the eastern gate of the Beit HaMikdash, where the presence of Hashem will come and it will rest over there for eternity. So this is part of the secret of Kedma, and this is the secret of the word of the hit abitem, which has the word within it, ta'ava, which is a desire for the Shekhinah, for the divine presence of Hashem to come rest amongst us. And this is just a beginning. It's unbelievable what we're going to learn in a moment here. But again, it's practical information. So he says over here that there are forces, and we have to desire that the forces of Kedusha stand firm. And the other side, which comes from the north, also has a desire. This is called the desire of the side of Tumah, of that which is not holy, but coming from the other side that wants to nourish off of the Kedusha of the land of Israel. Even if they don't understand it, and even if all of our enemies, why did they desire? Why has there always been these battles and these wars in Israel or against Israel? It's because they want and they need the Kedusha of the land. This is what they want, but it's not for them. It's for the holy people. It's for the Am Kadosh, the holy nation, and the Eretz HaKadosh, and the holy land. However, though they try, we have to defend. This is our job. This is what Hashem has ascribed for us to do. So, without further ado, I do want to begin just a small part, and I'm going to put this up then in a moment that it will come on the screen. But again, these Pesukim, these verses that are going to be on the screen before you, I'm going to tell you, everybody, look at them in Hebrew, scan them with your eyes if you want to, pause the video so that you read them. And then afterward, I will have a translation also in English. So you can look and you can read the English. And I do have certain parts highlighted regarding what I talked about on these words about desire. So these are the Pesukim, the verses, and the Kavanot that we can say, that we can do, that through our request, our tefillot, our prayers, the words, our intentions that we are requesting from Hashem, that we want Him to extend His rachamim, His mercy, to protect and secure the borders of the Holy Land of Israel, which includes His protection for all of the children of Israel, wherever they are and wherever you are. This is our main kavanah through this particular writing. However, all aspects regarding the Geulah Shleimah, the final redemption, are also, of course, to be included in this writing. So what we're going to do, we're going to begin, and you're going to see this on the next video, of saying this section, as I said, beginning in the book of Bamidbar, the book of Numbers. The parsha is Ma'aseh, the chapter is Lamed Dalet Aleph, that's the verse, through Yud Bet. So it's 34 verses 1 through 12. So take a look, pause it, and I'll see you on the next round. Thank you again.